Two new dragons, both with map changes, objective bounties, a bunch of new and updated items, reworked runes, and a smaller rift scuttler. Let's go over everything new in the preseason. First, let's look at the biggest change, the dragons. You better be happy because it took me 5 hours to get the two new ones in custom games since they don't work in the practice tool yet. So first, the Hextech Drake. Each kill grants 5 ability haste and 5% attack speed, and the Dragon Soul a chain lightning slow effect, 2 auto attacks, and abilities with a pretty short cooldown, similar to how the old static Shiv item worked. The terrain change activates 6 pairs of hex gates. Those are always in the same fixed location, so they're not random, they're always in the same spots, and it takes a bit of channeling to use them, and if you take damage or get stunned or something while channeling, it will be interrupted, and you can select the direction you want to be ported out of them, but it won't dash you over terrain. There are 6 pairs of gates and you can see them on the minimap too. The Dragon and Baron ones are 2-way, so you can go back and forth through them, while the base gates are just 1-way. They're still pretty significant, so it will be interesting to see how much they change the game. Next up, the Chemtech Drake. The buff gives you more damage against enemies with more current health than you, 5% per stack, and the Dragon Soul gives a Scion-like passive after dying, giving you a zombie state with rapidly decaying health, but you can still use abilities during it. The map change creates 4 guest zones in fixed jungle locations. You can see those on the minimap as well. They work similarly to Akali's W. You're camouflaged while in them, but if you attack you get briefly revealed. You won't be revealed by regular wards, but you will be revealed by control wards, blooms and other things that reveal invisible units.
The city's my hunting ground.
Also, do you know how do you call a dragon after you kill it? Drag off. Kill me, please. Okay, objective bounties give the team that's currently behind a chance to come back and make more gold without killing any of the enemy champions. There is a warning message before this shows up, and you can see them at the bottom of the minimap, telling you your team or the enemy team will get more gold from different objectives, towers, barons or dragons, and they also get highlighted on the minimap, as well as you can see them on the scoreboard with how much gold will be given for each, and this gold is shared across the team and grows over time if not claimed, by up to 60% increase. There's a bunch of new and updated items as well. Crown of the Shattered Queen reduces the damage you take by 50% for 1.5 seconds after taking champion damage, also giving you increased AP while it's active, and its mythic passive gives movement speed and health. Even Shroud creates an AoE explosion that increases the damage taken to every enemy caught in it by 12% for 5 seconds after being immobilized or immobilizing an enemy champion, and the mythic passive effect gives all legendaries armor and magic resist. Frostfire Gauntlet got changed a little bit as well. Turbo Chemtech also got changed, no longer having Immolate as the passive, but stacking towards 100 stacks and causing the next attack to deal magic damage to everyone around it. Winter's Approach is made from the tier and gives bonus health from mana, and when fully stacked it transforms into Fimbul Winter, causing immobilizing or slowing towards enemy champions to consume 3% of current mana and grant a shield for 3 seconds out of it. The shield is stronger if more than one enemy is nearby. Axiom Arc is a pretty cool item for AD assassins. When a champion dies within 3 seconds of having damaged them, your ultimate's cooldown gets 25% refunded. So Zed will be able to use the ultimate twice in teamfights if he gets 4 kills real quick. Shadow Flame gives more magic penetration based on the target's current health, increased to max if the target was recently affected by shields. Cosmic Drive gives 30% movement speed and 40 AP until leaving combat after damaging champions with 3 separate attacks or abilities. I see this working pretty well with Riftmaker. Horizon Focus now also includes slows to trigger the passive, so Rely also works. Demonic Embrace now converts 2% of your bonus health to AP. Serath's Embrace also got changed a bit, giving haste from bonus mana instead of AP, and also restores health from mana spent. Force of Nature now stacks up to 6 times, and CC effects give 2 stacks, and at 6 stacks you take 20% reduced magic damage and also increased movement speed by 10%. Knight's Vow passive got changed a bit too, redirects 10% of damage the ally takes to you and also heals for 8% of the damage dealt by your allies. And the last one, Abyssal Mask, curses nearby enemy champions, reducing their magic resist, and for each cursed champion you get 7 magic resist. And that's it for the items as well. Now for runes. So you got 3 changed runes, well 2 changed runes and a new one. Little Tempo is pretty insane now. So you gain attack speed for 6 seconds when striking at least one enemy champion with each attack, and it stacks up to 6 times. And when it's at 6 stacks, also increase the attack range, and the attack speed cap increases to 3. Also this has no cooldown or anything, so you can basically try to keep it up forever, I think. Pretty busted for now, maybe it's going to be changed a bit. Glacial Augment now has 3 Glacial Rays that go towards enemies when immobilizing them, creating frozen zones for a few seconds that slow enemies and also reduce their damage against your allies but not to yourself. And a new rune that is not currently added on the PBE, it will be called First Strike, and when damaging an enemy champion with an attack or ability before they do so, you get 5 gold and the First Strike effect for 3 seconds. And while this effect is active, your attacks and abilities deal 12% increased extra damage against champions and also grant 100% or 70% for ranged champions of that damage dealt as gold. This seems pretty damn strong. We'll have to see how big the cooldown of this thing is, or how much you're going to be able to farm gold and how often you are able to use this, because this is going to be very strong for champions that can harass a lot. Also, with that gold has a cap, or you can get thousands of gold in late game if you hit all your abilities in those 3 seconds. But I think the gold is calculated just for that extra 12% damage, not the total damage you deal. But it can still be quite a lot, especially in late game. And finally, the Rift Scuttler got nerfed a bit, reducing its health by 35%, and it gives 80% reduced XP, and it's a bit smaller as well, so it's a lot easier to kill, but also not as worth for the XP. And that's it for the new season so far. A lot of those things will probably get adjusted a bit, so leave your feedback with what would you like to see changed and what you don't like and what you like so far. Let me know your favorite and least favorite changes. Thanks for watching. Leave a like and subscribe if you are new here, or I will stab you with a flaming spear when you are not paying attention, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.